Hey everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome to Talking Habs, where you get your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge. We got game number 67, which means after tonight there's just 15 games, but we do have back-to-back situation tonight and tomorrow. Tonight, Montreal will host Colorado, the Avalanche in town for a second game of the season, closing out the season series. Tomorrow, though, they are, I can't even remember where. Oh, yeah, they fly to Pittsburgh, and they go to Pittsburgh. They're playing the Penguins, and then they're on the road for a few games. So they're on we'll get into that. So I'm going to have some game day news, which was I was about to get into. I will have a game preview for you. I also have the lineups in that preview, and I have the Guess the Score contest. Guess the score of the game and the first goal scorer of the game, and you can pick that guy from either team, and you will win a cash prize of $10 directly into your bank account as long as you're the first person in the chat with that guess. So just scroll through, make sure no one's got your guess. If somebody does already, just change it up a little bit. And that's how we do things around here. Awesome. Yeah, I got some game day news. We'll go with that. Just give me a sec. All right. Former Hab Arturi Lehkonen makes his first-time return to the Bell Center tonight. And that's since the last trade deadline when they traded him to Colorado. So he's since become a Stanley Cup champion, deservedly so. And Arturi Lehkonen back. There's an interesting thing out there if you're on Twitter. I'm sure it's on other social media platforms. Brendan Gallagher and Lehkonen apparently were really good friends, like really close. I didn't know that. There's a little piece there by Chantal Maccabee interviewing Gallagher about it. And yeah, very interesting. Habs are 0-4-2 in their last 6 games. And they now sit 5th from the bottom. So everybody that thought, and listen, at the beginning of the season, I get it. I was like that too. But I mean, everybody worried about the tank. You don't have to. They organically got to down there. Arizona passed them. I think only 1 point ahead. But if Montreal loses the next few games, I mean, you got to think that they might stick down there. Let's hope. Jaden Struble, who has now finished his NCAA, I want to say it looks like apparently, where's he at? Northeastern is not going to be in the big tournament that's coming up because already one of their players signed with Vancouver. So he is going to be eligible to sign. Either it depends where Montreal wants him. If Montreal brings him up to Montreal, like to the Habs, which they have to do, but there's a workaround to get him in Laval. Let's put it that way. So Struble could sign PTO, which is a professional tryout, and then they can send him to the Rocket. Or he can sign a 2-year ELC and join Montreal. He could also decide to become a free agent on August 15th. That would be, and then August 15th, he'd be eligible to sign with any other team. So apparently he wants to sign here. Kent Hughes, can't remember his name. Kent Hughes, our GM, was his, they call it student advisor when you're in college, I guess, but his agent. So I think there's a good shot he'll sign. And we'll probably see him as well as Sean Farrell when he's finished, but Sean Farrell's not finished yet. Happy birthday to Mike Pezzetta. Mike Pezzetta turns 25 today. So happy birthday, Mike. Go out there and score a goal tonight. That'd be awesome. Since joining the Habs, Josh Anderson has 55 goals and 419 hits. That is the 4th most by any player with 50 goals during that span. So Andy, I think he's really stepping up here with all the injuries. I mean, Andy's been playing well and consistently well, which isn't his usual thing, right? His usual thing is being kind of streaky, and he's been consistently good. So kudos on Andy, and really happy that Montreal did not trade him. I honestly didn't think he'd get traded. And I said so many times, that offer that they were hoping, I guess, to get in order to move him wasn't coming. And I don't know that they really wanted to move him. And I don't think they did. Okay, my last piece here, the difference in the hate. This is okay, I've got this thing here. The difference in the hate toward the Bruins and towards the Leafs from us Habs fans. Okay, I think I don't know who it is that wrote this, but it kind of sums up pretty much exactly my feelings. And I'm going to read it to you and show it to you. So remember, this is the difference in the hate that we as Habs fans feel towards the Bruins and towards the Leafs. Okay, so he says, whoever wrote this, Boston, Montreal, the hate is entirely hockey related. I think that's really true. Toronto, Montreal, it goes much deeper. It's city hate. We hate their smug, money obsessed. I mean, I like Don Cherry in his day. Don Cherry loving, queen toasting, blandness. And they hate our pothole filled, corrupt, separatist voting. I would never vote separatist. Elitism. And after having the Leafs stuffed down our throats for decades, no matter how bad they are, we're in no mood to love their hockey team either. So true, the person writes, and that is true. It sums up pretty much how I feel. That's why I brought it to you guys. I thought I'd show that because, yeah. All right. I'm going to go in here, and there's people here. I forgot about you guys. Hey, Guru, how you doing, man? 5-1 Colorado. McKinnon, first goal. Jack Newell, 6-3 Avalanche. Mikko Rantanen, first goal. Jason LaRose has Rantanen as well, and he's got 4-2 Avalanche. Harry Rice, hey Harry, 8-3 Avalanche. McKinnon for his goal. Lucas, hey Lucas, 4-3 Avalanche. Suzuki first goal. Ghislain, 6-2 Colorado. Lehkonen for his goal. I'm surprised that's the first Lehkonen for the guest. I'm really surprised. Stan the Man, hey, good evening, Stan. A perfect birthday gift would be a happy birthday, Stan the Man. Happy birthday, man. How old are you, man? Let us know in the chat here. I think I'm going to take a guess and say, I don't know why I want to think. I'm stuck between a lower number and I'm going to say 63. Because I think you told me and I just don't remember exactly. A perfect birthday gift would be a 4-2, mouth not working, 4-2 Montreal win with Anderson scoring the first goal. Mary Jo has 5-3 Avs. Lecky with the first goal. Hey, filibuster. How's it going, man? Let's see what he's saying down there. Wait a second now. I've never seen that. I've never seen that. Levieux? Is that how you pronounce that? I would expect that's a J. Javier. I don't know how you're saying. I've never seen it written like that. Raphael Harvey Pinard with the first goal. And Habs 6. Colorado 4. Wow. Hate Bruins, pity the Leafs, or pity me. Oh, I got it right, Stan? Wow. I'm going to tell you, that was a guess. I was trying to remember what you had told me. I think you told me. I was just trying to get in between what I thought it might be. And it was a total guess, though. Okay, back to Phil. Hate the Bruins, pity the make-believes. Oh, that's what he wrote. Okay, I couldn't make up what he wrote. It's not pity, though, for me. I can only speak for me, right? It's not pity. It is, and I can't say I'm totally proud of it, but I think it's understandable why I feel this way. But it's pure and utter hatred of the Leafs. I don't think there's any other way to describe it. It's pure and utter hatred of the Toronto Maple Leafs. I don't like their uniforms. Can't even stand looking at them. When I think of being potentially have grown up to be a Leafs fan, I almost want to shudder in horror. Like, that's how much. So, but it's the same thing though about Toronto. I just don't like Toronto in general, right? But I hate the Leafs. All right. You said it well. It's shortened Le Vieux. Really? Oh, is that what? That's the old man. Okay, I didn't. I knew Vieux was old. I didn't put it together, and I never seen the L, and I've never seen it like that. So, but I mean, doesn't mean it doesn't exist if I've never seen it. The old man, and you know what? Hopefully that show's coming back. I don't know if you guys watched that. I don't know where it's on, but the old man, Jeff Bridges, really good show, and I've always thought, hey, that show's about me. I'm not like that guy though. There you go. That's me. All right, so we have, I can say about 5 minutes. I'm gonna get into my preview. So let's bullshit here in the chat and get ready for this game. That, I mean, it depends on your confidence in the team. I love my team. I'm not confident that they can win. I do feel that there's a possibility they could pull out. We've seen a bunch of those games this year, but I'm not confident going in. I think the one they're playing, they're in Florida and then Tampa. So Thursday, Saturday. Florida is the one that interests me. So I think Florida, they got a shot. I don't know about Pittsburgh. So we'll see. We might get that 8-game losing streak again because they're at 6 games. I mentioned that syringe. What did we talk about, syringe? What? Now I feel like a real drug addict or something. Wow, I've never used the syringe on myself. I had one today, though. I had a blood test today, so I guess. Although it wasn't a syringe, it was like a catheter thingy. It was weird. I never had it like that, but I don't know what you thought. You must be mentioned that was for someone else. BL, how's it going, man? 4-2 Avs. Wilf Payman, who does not play anymore, getting the first goal. He's coming back from the dead. He might be alive. I don't know. You can't type fat fingers. But what were you trying to say? I'm not sure. Anyway, I know I never said anything about a syringe. That's for sure. Not what? Oh, I was just I didn't even notice then because it's back up there. Yeah, BL, I'm feeling the same way. Believe me, it was a typo. Apparently, he's right. It's just a typo. That's one spot. I mean, that's one thing I've always drawn a line at. If you got to use a syringe to take a drug, it's not like by a doctor. Not for me. Just not for me. Never has been, never will be. So, next couple, about 2 minutes till the preview. If you want to say anything or talk to me or ask a question or wait till after, it's up to you. But I gave you everything. I gave my score. No, I didn't give my score. I'll give you my guess to score. So, like most people in here, I got it for the Avs. 3-1 Colorado. I have a little more confidence in Montreal's defense here. For whatever reason, I do. I just don't have much confidence in them scoring right now. I think they're just in one of those slumps where they're just not going to get more than 1 or 2 goals. And I just don't feel they're going to give up a ton, but could be wrong. And I've got Mikko Rantanen because I was looking at it. He's got 42 goals. Yeah, he's probably going to get the first one. Why not? So that's it. And I didn't want to say Lehkonen because I figured more people would. And then the first 3 guesses are all Rantanen. And so that's really funny. Well, first of all, I'm just looking quickly. I hope a player doesn't die. If Struble makes a team, does a player have to be put on waivers? Good question. I don't know the answer to that right now. I mean, that's a good question. And I don't have the answer. With all the injuries and everything, I doubt it, but, yeah, you know what? I've read a little bit about this, and that wasn't brought up. So I dare say probably not, But like I say, I don't really know. Wasn't going to miss you this time, Bob. Bob Cannon in the room. Hey, Bob, how's it going, man? Thanks for coming in. I think I missed you the last time. I wasn't going to do it again. Not 2 times in a row, anyway. All right. So you know what? Maybe I'll just get to my preview and then we can talk the rest of the time. BL says no Wilf paiement, so Bowen Byram gets the first goal. It's nice off. Hey, listen, the last game, nobody would have guessed that guy. I think the last 2, so doesn't always pay to guess the main guys. Oh, Syringe was Struble? Yeah, well, that's freaking, I hate that, whatever they call it. Can't think of it. JFed 5-2 Colorado, Rantanen for his goal. Awesome. So I'm going to get to my preview, and then we'll talk the rest of the time, and then that'll just be easier that way. All right. So we have the 36-22-6 Colorado Avalanche in town tonight to take on the 26-34-6 Montreal Canadiens. We're now 5th from the bottom. Arizona overpassed or leapfrogged over them, whatever you want to say. All right, how to watch this game. Start time 7:30. Odd start time. Almost caught me because I put my things up. It was 7, and if I didn't look at my own schedule, I would not have noticed. That's Eastern time, by the way, 4:30 Pacific. In Canada, Sportsnet East in English, and that's a rare Monday night game. Sportsnet's grabbing back from TSN, and also RDS is carrying it in French. That's normal during the week. In the U.S., NHL Network and the Avalanche region Altitude, which says a lot in Colorado. There's a lot of altitude, and I guess there's a TV station or whatever. NHL 66, hopefully working. Hopefully. Don't know. Season series, they beat us 2-1 on December 21st, and that was in Colorado. So not a huge score. That's kind of another reason why I'm not going with a big score. Last 10 record, they are 6-3-1 in their last 10. They won their last game, and Montreal is 3-5-2 in their last 10. They lost their last game, but also it's not like they have a win in their last 6. They were 2 overtime losses. They were actually shootout losses, and they don't list those as losses. They separate that and say it was an OT loss. I'm just ranting away, of course. Home and away record, they are 18-11-1 on the road. Montreal is 14-16-3 at home. Tail of the tape. Hang on a sec, because I need a puff for that. Don't know why. Scoring chances for percentage, 43.9% for Montreal. This is Montreal, 28th in the league, 52.4% for them, 11th. Goals per game, 2.67 for Montreal, 28th, 3.16 for Colorado, 16th. Goals against per game, 3.55. I think both those stats haven't changed for Montreal from last game. The goals, I don't even know what I'm saying. The goals against per game should have come down. Oh, no, they gave up 3. I'm just talking to myself here because you guys aren't here. I'm just talking to myself. Goals against per game, 3.55 for Montreal, 25th, 2.78 for them, 9th in the league. Power play percentage, 15.7% for Montreal, 31st. Goddamn awful, shitty, screwy power play. 23.2% for them, 8th in the league. I'm stumbling now. I was stuttering. PK percentage, 73.9%, 29th for Montreal, 79.3% for them, 17th. So if you add up their power play and PK, it's just over 100%, and that's a good special teams for these guys. Montreal, the head-to-head record, Montreal's 0-1, and they're 1-0-0. That means that we lost in overtime to them in December. Face-off percentage, 46.5% for them at the dot this year, 27th, 49.2% for Montreal, 20th. Shots for, and again, that's shots on goal per game and shots allowed per game. For them, shots on goal, 33.4 for Montreal, 27.7, and allowed 31.7 for Colorado, 33.8 for Montreal. Goalies tonight. Georgiev for them, 28, 14, and 5, 2.62 goals against, 9.18 save percentage, 4 shutouts. Jake Allen making his second start in a row, I think. Didn't he start last game? I don't remember now. 14, 21, and 3. 3.31 goals against, 8.99 save percentage, 1 shutout. Players to watch over the last 5 games for both teams. Points, Cale Makar has 7. Jonathan Drouin with 4. You know you're on a losing streak when Jonathan Drouin is leading you in points over the last 5 games that you lost all of them. Goals, McKinnon with 4 and Alex Belzile with 3 over the 5 games. And assists, Cale Makar 5 assists. Drouin has 3 in that time. And plus minus, Cale Makar plus 2. Edmondson, Joel Edmondson from Montreal plus 3. Team leaders. In goals, Mikko Rantanen, 42 for Colorado, and Cole. I'm not, my mouth's not working. Cole Caulfield for Montreal still with 26. Nobody able to pass him yet. McKinnon in points with 77 for Colorado. Nick Suzuki, 49 for Montreal. Average time on ice, Cale Makar, 26.41. And Mike Matheson for Montreal, 24.10. And wins, Georgiev with 27 for Colorado and Allen with 14 for Montreal. Bottom 11 teams that will be, if they could win the lottery and get the first pick. From 11 down, Buffalo, Detroit, St. Louis, Vancouver, Philadelphia, Arizona, leapfrogging 1 point over Montreal, then Montreal, Anaheim, Chicago, San Jose, and Columbus. And now Montreal's only 4 points from Anaheim. Potentially, they could pass us. I mean, before, so Montreal, you never know, might end up in 4th. I don't think they're going to go further than that, but we got a really tough schedule, and I'm not sure what Chicago's is, but if Chicago plays spoiler, win a few games they're not expected to, you never know. You never know. I was a little surprised. I got up this morning. I wasn't expecting them to have dropped. So when I did the bottom, when I got that screenshot, I was almost jumped. Like, oh, hey, they dropped down 1. Wow. All right, so that's that. And now we'll go to scoring. Top 5 scoring for Colorado: McKinnon, 28 goals, 51 assists, 79 points. Rantanen with 42 goals, 34 assists, 76 points. Makar with 15 goals, 37 assists, 52 points. And our boy Arturi Lehkonen with 18 goals, 28 assists, and 46 points. Comfort rounds it out with 13 goals, 29 assists, 42 points. And for Montreal, not a big change from last time. Suzuki with 21 goals, 28 assists, 49 points, unchanged. Caulfield's unchanged, not reading it again. Kirby Dach unchanged, but at least he's skating, maybe back. I don't know. 12 goals, 23 assists, 35 points. Dvorak out with an injury. No update that I've seen. 10 goals, 18 assists, 28 points. And Josh Anderson looking for his 20th goal. He's got 19 goals, 8 assists, 27 big points. The Avs lines for tonight. McKinnon is centering Lehkonen and Nikushkin. Comfort is in between Rodriguez and Rantanen. Lars Eller, newly acquired, in between Cogliano and O'Connor, and Alex Newhook in between Malgin and Nieto. On defense, Taves and Makar, Girard and Byram, and Johnson and Hunt. Brad Hunt, his brother Mike, also out there. Say that name over and over again. Alexander Georgiev is in nets, and we'll go to Montreal's. I'm going to say it's probably unchanged, but it's not. See, Suzuki is now with Pitlick and Guryanov tonight. Drouin, Hoffman, and Anderson on his wings. Tierney, Harvey Pinard, and Ullinen on his wings. Belzile, Pizzetta, and Anthony Richard on his wings. Gouli and Savard together. Edmondson and Weidman together. Matheson and Kovacevic together. And Jake Allen making the start. So, line juggling. It's not maybe a case of the coach not satisfied necessarily with the lines, or he's changing lines per matchup, right? The team matchup. That's probably what it is. I don't know, because I doubt he's going back and forth like this because he's not satisfied with what he's seeing. I really think it's depending on the matchup. Anyway, there you go. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And we're going to get to that right now. Oops. Good point. Stan says, I didn't notice it during the game, but during the New Jersey game, no penalties called in that game. Kind of like the refs wanted a night off almost, right? Anyway, not too many games like that. Bob Scott, 4-1 Colorado. Eller with the first goal. The newly acquired Lars Eller. What was I reading? It's been 7. This is the 7th season since we traded Eller. It was 2016. Man, time flies, eh? Hope everybody's remembered to, I hope by Monday to change their clocks so you're not screwed up by the time. It's just getting dark now, which I like. Let's see what else. Hey, listen, we got now. I got about 13 minutes till I've got to go. So the floor is yours. Anything you guys want to talk about, just talk about it here in the chat. You want to know something that I might know, ask away. If you want to just talk about a certain subject, ask away. And I'll sit here quietly and I'll await your replies. I really got nothing left to talk about. I'm looking forward to this game as I always do. I like Colorado. I like when we play Colorado. There's a bunch of players on. There's a few players on there that I like, I'll say. We got Eller for Halak. Is that who we traded for Eller? To get Eller? I remember with St. Louis. You're right. I think you are right. I remember when we got Eller. A lot of high hopes for Eller. He was a first-round pick, I believe. He just didn't pan out to that. Definitely made a steady, regular NHLer, third liner. Good player all around. Remember that hit? Who was it that? I think it was an Ottawa game. The guy nearly took his head off or something. Remember him lying on the ice. I don't remember the hit though. Hey Stan, you sure can. No worries. And that rhymes, so it's all good. We got 2 seconds for Eller, right? That makes sense. I think, you know what? That I remember. 2 seconds for Eller. That didn't make sense about Halak. Did I see the video of the fan that had the Drouin jersey from Moosehead, the Mooseheads? He said he wants to get it signed because it was a gift from his mother who passed. I didn't pay a lot of attention to it, but I think that was this morning. I had the blood test, so I had to get out early. But I did see something like that about that. I just didn't read much of what I saw, but I did see it. And there you go. Now I know what that was that I saw. Phil says Eric Gryba, whatever. He's not around anymore, so he's forgettable. Yeah, that's who it was. You're right. So did the Habs sign Struble? Not as of just before coming in to do this. They hadn't announced it if they did. Yanni Ikonen and Olivier Rodrigue, those were the 2 draft picks that that's who we ended up drafting for the picks we got for Eller. There you go. And I remember reading that today. Yeah, well, we figured it out. It's Gryba. Eric Gryba. And you can say, who? Because who knows where he is anymore. Drouin agent is now trying to get in touch with the fan. That's nice, though. I think that's nice that he's gonna do that. Phil, I mean, that's a little off topic, but no, I haven't seen that. He says, have you seen the video of a hippo fart pooping and tail whipping it all over? I'm pretty sure I've seen videos like that before, but not one, I want to say, like recently. I saw a hippo video, and it was like 3 lions. They were in the water, and here comes this hippo chasing them, and he's moving. Like, he's moving. It's amazing how fast hippos can swim. Caught one of the lions. The lion got away, but he caught one. Apparently lions aren't very good swimmers, but they're cats. So, all right. Interesting convo. Bye. How's it going, man? 4-2 Colorado. McKinnon, first goal. Awesome guess. Still surprised there's not more. I think we have 2 guesses for Lehkonen. I kind of thought more people would. I was going to, and I just thought it's too cheesy to take Lehkonen for me, I figure. I don't know. It's not cheesy. I mean, he's as good a guess as any. Although the last couple of games, the scorer has been a more obscure guy in the lineup, so it's not helped. How's the weather in Montreal? We have 45 centimeters coming tomorrow night into Wednesday. We're paying big time for mild December, January. Yeah. The only thing I can say is better you than me. No, mild. We had, you want to call it mixed precipitation. Yeah. You didn't really notice it. The sidewalks were wet in the streets. That's it. So yeah, it's pretty good. And I don't think I don't think we're expected to get, unless the forecast changed since I looked at it this morning. I don't think we're supposed to get any snow tomorrow. So, or Wednesday. And if we are, it's very little. Yeah, another good reason why not to live out in the Maritimes. Are you in Newfoundland? BL, I'm not sure if you're in Newfoundland or Maritimes, but not great when it comes to the end of the winter because it just drags on for you guys. And then it's also hurricane and shit season, right? Yeah, I don't envy you guys. As far as weather and stuff, I think I've been really lucky this year. Being in Montreal, we've had, when it's been really bad weather, we had twice bad weather for a couple of days. That's it. And we've missed everything. We've been just under. We've had, storms, but nothing big. Angus says, more snow, the better. It was kind of like that when I was younger, but not now. No, I mean, I don't agree with it now for me. Hey, Doug, how you doing, man? 5-2 Colorado, Suzuki, first goal. Awesome guess. Once again, anything you guys want to talk about? I got about, 6.5 minutes till I'm going to take off for the next show. Feed my animals. Get ready for the game. Did I see the Marner goal against Edmonton? I did not. Angus, you're not young. You still love the snow like that? Awesome. I mean, listen, good for you. I just don't anymore. It's not that I hate snow or anything. I just don't like cold weather anymore. It's more of that. But then again, it goes together, right? If I don't want cold, if I don't have the cold weather, I won't have the snow. So I guess that's how I put it. I don't know. Should you close the door of your tempo? I would look at the weather online and see and then decide. Unless you live in the Maritimes, then maybe, yeah. Angus must be a skier, probably, yeah. That's probably it. Lucas, I used to like to drive in the snow. It didn't bother me. I was working as a courier. I used to go in some crazy weather. It didn't bother me. Now I don't think I would want to do that. Angus goes to the woods in the snowstorm. Does that because you're punished and you're sent there? No, I'm just joking. I did not see this piece. Bob, you maybe need to. Okay, Bob is saying he's not sure if I mentioned this because I would have if I saw that. In horror, abject horror. But he said I saw a piece on Sportsnet that said Matthews was almost a Hab at the draft. Which draft? The last one? I doubt that's true. God, I hope that's not true. Marner's goal against the Oilers was incredible. The incredible edible goal by Marner. Angus says, nope, not a skier. No, how about this? What do you call that stuff? A snowshoer. If you go into the woods and you're in snowstorm, you'll probably snowshoe. Yeah, how we doing? About another 4 minutes. Then we got the game tonight. Hopefully it'll be fun. Pete might drop in. I don't know 100% if he's going to or not. Pete might drop in. Same goes with Matt. I don't know 100% if he's going to or not. Or I'll be alone. One of those three things are going to happen. I can feel my dog under it. Okay, it's like supper time now. Okay, it's summertime now. Guru says, saw that same on YouTube, but Matthews didn't bother watching it. Yeah, I mean, I don't really, I'd rather not know almost, like really. Angus, I think everybody hates when the power goes off. When the power goes off, what do you do anymore? I mean, I read, so I'll read, right? But no, I mean, losing the internet just, I'm just like a kid that way, I guess. Yeah, that joke was for you, definitely. I don't know. Matt might show up. I don't know. No worries. Season's almost over. We'll have a different kind of look for next year. I mean, they gotta. When the power does go off. I mean, I'm happy. I'm still a reader, and I read all the time. So I just read. It's not a big deal, but it's not the same. Gotta have your internet fix, man. And I don't have cable or anything, so I watch everything online. So not watching anything. Although when the power's out, you're not watching cable either. Well, having light, I mean, it's light a candle. I've got candles, always got candles. Can always play what? What can we play? I have a feeling what you're saying, but that doesn't work for me. Goo Habs goo. That's like at an orgy, if it's an orgy full of Habs fans, that works. In the dark, eh? Nah, see, because then I'd need my internet porn, so it wouldn't work, Phil. Matt's Wi-Fi looks really choppy when he's on. Yeah, he's hopefully for next season anyway, he'll be plugged in and we won't have that. Under 1 centimeter, not worth it. That's what she said last night. Listen, like literally, that's what she said last night. Other than anything, I mean, that's perfect. That was a perfect that's what she said joke. Anything other than anything with LaFleur on it, what is your most prized Habs item that I own? Ooh. I don't own it like as much as you think. And I guess the next thing up is what I'm wearing. Is the sweater that Guru sent me. Phil, I gotta say, I agree with you on that. But I keep telling him he's got to get plugged in. He's going to be plugged in for next season. Bob, it was an off-color joke. Of course, it's still talking Habs. I'm known for that. Listen, if you guys are gonna feed me stuff like that, I can't help it. You know, I can't help it. I can't stop myself. I just can't stop myself. All right, I'm gonna take off. I'm 1 minute over. BL, this ridges, that was a mistake. That was a typo. All right, it's going the wrong direction. So I'm gonna take off. I'll be back in 19 minutes for the game. Hopefully, you guys will come back and join me. I want to thank everybody for being here as always. Thanks for watching, and hopefully, I'll see you on the next show. So till then, stay safe. Peace out, and I'll see you soon. Ciao, everybody. Go Habs, go. Keep your stick on the ice. Bye-bye.